I was in the middle, literally.
Ready, right? Yeah.
And then I have two on this side. Him and Cameron on, or him and Hayden on this side. Cameron and Crawford on this side. And the end part came, and all you hear is, "It wasn't supposed to end like this." And they're just sitting here bawling their eyes out, and I was like,
I cried. I cried when they floated Stark's centerpiece down the lake. But to be fair, at the end of Endgame, or at the end of Infinity War, I cried when like Spider-Man disappeared.
I think everybody did.
That scene where he's like, Mr. Stark, it feels so good. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
I didn't cry at that one.
I don't want to go.
I think the last movie I cried at was Fast and Furious 7.
See, I cried at that part too. When Paul Walker's
Walker.
character and
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel's character separate, and you notice the CGI face on the brother's body. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I cried at that part. I think that was the last movie I went to see in theaters that I cried like a little bitch.
So we can get started, but I kind of figured.
Oh look, we're live.
Right? Yeah.
Is the mic on?
Mic's on.
Should be.
Mic is on. Let me close the big door.
You want to turn that down some?
I was like, yeah. There is a tripwire out there.
Lil. Is that Hayden?
Yep. Screen. We know the screen's not on. The mic's not even supposed to be on. That was a oopsie.
Yeah.
Am I still on?
No.
No?
No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
Ash is currently trying to grab Iron's crotch. Ash is wondering what the fuck she does all things.
Alright, so we're good on Twitch. I do not see us Facebook.
I know we're up on the YouTube.
Yeah, I know that we're going on YouTube.
The
mic's still on.
It is still on.
Nice.
Hayden was like hot.
Oh, Hayden. Since you can hear us but you can't see us.
Because we're ninjas.
Probably.
We're going to do a thing.
We're doing
Probably Thursday or next Tuesday. 3 out of the 4 boys, if Brandon's here, will be getting waxed.
Yeah. Brian's like, I didn't agree to shit.
I have already volunteered for the lower than the waist area.
Yeah.
The landscape.
The manscape.
I hate that fucking commercial.
I'm about to get my back waxed because I don't have it.
Put it right here. Just right here.
Maybe like up here, I'll do up here.
Okay, just do his eyebrows. He'll be the one that gets the
Right.
eyebrows gone.
No shit.
I'll get a Brazilian wax. I'm not against that.
Which is terrifying.
I don't know if I would be able to.
Maybe my leg.
I don't know if I would be able to Brazilian wax.
I'm going to do my leg.
I don't know if I would be able to actually Brazilian wax John or Blue. Because Hayden was like, all of y'all should get Brazilian waxes, and I was like,
I don't even know like what's in a Brazilian wax.
what they do is they do right here between your legs,
Right where your legs.
right there.
Right inside the thighs.
And then for guys, they go under the balls and right between the butt cheeks and right in between that.
Why would I let Amy do this?
I am okay with her doing this. I like pain. What can I say?
That's not where I was going to go with that.
I don't think we would be able to do that on camera. Though.
So what's going on?
Technically
Okay.
speaking,
We're live, right? We're
Yeah.
live?
Yeah.
technically speaking, no, we couldn't show any of that on camera
But
unless.
we would.
But we would. But if you were just doing right here, I mean, I could show you one part on camera.
Because then, never mind. I'm not even gonna say that out loud.
Yeah. You know. So what's going on, guys? After the very long intro. Sorry, we're getting a lot of systems in order right now.
As you see, we have something new for you.
Yes. We already have 4 viewers on YouTube.
Well,
And 1 on Twitch. Of course, one of each of those is probably me. To be fair.
I was about to say, I'm on YouTube. She's on YouTube.
I have YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch open. But I'm Iron Business 01.
Mortimer Smith.
Holly,
Yeah, gosh.
I'm sweating like a shit ton.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
A lot of the heat in here is actually not from the lights. It's from the fact that nobody likes closing the video.
Yeah. So all of it just goes straight through. It'll actually start to cool off a little bit.
Yeah. Like earlier, like around like 3:30, 4 o'clock, with that door shut, it stays about 75 in here.
If not cooler.
If not cooler.
So, you might be noticing this thing. That's because we're going to play a game. It's called the 10 Worst Tattoos, and our thoughts on them. But that will be for later.
You've already picked these out.
Oh yeah, buddy. And they're bad. They're real bad.
Have you guys seen any of these?
I only saw one.
Yeah, I only let them see one, which is probably like the least bad
At
one.
least one. Hey, look, eat right back.
But I do want to talk about a couple of things because it's been a fucking crazy ass week for social media. Well, a crazy 2 weeks, but so first, I just want to put this out there for those people that have been witnessing on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and Facebook and blah 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 blah. There's this big thing going around with cancel culture and the Me Too movement.
What?
Okay, so what's happening is there's a lot of people getting banned or canceled because of accusations coming up for like sexual assault and sexual mistreatment. So,
I would talk about the comment.
oh. I did not, but I got some good ones.
I wish I could open YouTube and the Twitch chat all at the same time on this thing.
Yeah. Well, technically you can. Split screen.
It's rare phones just split screen.
Um,
I always forget about that fucking feature.
But for the people that are going through like the Me Too movement that are legitimate, I'm sorry. I feel bad for you, and our support goes out to you. For the people that
That was.
Cloud probably running face first into the door.
for the people facing the accusations that are real, I kind of hope you get what's coming to you. And just so y'all know what's going on. So, like the CEO of Twitch has had sexual accusations, and they've been proven. The CEO of Evo World Tournament has not only confessed, but issued a community apology for mistreating women and young girls during the tournament, as well as like.
He's on the smartest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
He keeps running into the
As
door.
well as like sexual misconduct and stuff. And then like all these streamers and bloggers and stuff like that. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of people getting terminated. Mixer is officially shut down. And I actually saw earlier that Ninja pretty much gave Twitch the finger and went to YouTube Gaming.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, he, in one of his last videos on Twitch, he told Twitch on stream they had 7 days to release all the information about why
Dr.
Dr.
Disrespect,
Disrespect got banned
Permaban.
from Twitch. And if they didn't, he was leaving, and most of Dr. Disrespect's team was leaving, because Ninja and Dr. Disrespect are a leader of a team that do World
Like
Tournament,
yeah.
global tournament for shooting games. and all of them are leaving Twitch. And Ninja, Dr. Disrespect, and like one other person on that team make up like their top 5 shooter streamers. Like Stone Mountain 64, he's leaving. And Stone Mountain 64 is one of Twitch's top shooter streamers. And he's leaving back to YouTube.
But like there's a lot of shit going on now. Like there was a video that I watched. I don't remember who I was watching, but he was playing something. I think he was playing COD, and he got a $50 donation from somebody claiming to be Dr. Disrespect. I don't know if it was or not, but he was talking about how he was used as a scapegoat for the other stuff going on. And again, I can't confirm or deny if it was actually him, but I find it interesting that it happened, especially since they've done multiple videos playing online together and doing tournaments together, and like they'll sub back and forth, and but again, I find it interesting. It's been 2 weeks and we have no news on why Dr. Disrespect was permabanned.
So they just left, right?
No, they canceled him.
No, I'm saying like the rest of the team.
They pretty much just shipped over to YouTube.
Because when Mixer shut down, it shut down, but it actually merged into Facebook Gaming. So now Microsoft is financially and technologically backing Facebook's gaming channel. So anybody they had a contract with got merged over to Facebook, or they were given the option to.
I didn't know Facebook had a gaming channel.
Neither did I.
It was low key until now.
Yeah.
It was very low key until now.
Like YouTube one, I mean, is that something that's
YouTube gaming is just basically what we do.
Yeah, like YouTube gaming is just YouTube with like a gaming tag.
Yeah. The only reason I ever found out about Facebook gaming is because Ronda Rousey does all her gaming streams on Facebook.
Yeah.
She doesn't use YouTube, she uses Facebook for it. She does have a YouTube channel that she uploads everything to when she's done, but she goes live on Facebook through it. But it was a very low tier, very rarely used platform. You didn't see a lot of people using it.
Well, it's like you and I have even talked, like whenever we found out about Facebook gaming, we were like, dude, when Mixer and Twitch and YouTube pick up speed, dude, that's going to go away easy.
And
now, like,
Facebook took over Mixer, basically.
Well, no, because, okay, so what happened was Mixer shut down because they were losing so much money. You know, like, it was just starting to pick up speed and momentum, but it was too late.
Yeah.
So they contacted Facebook gaming department, and they were like, look, this is what we want to do. We're shutting it on our platform. We want to back yours. And basically just merged. And they were like, okay. So everybody that has a Mixer account got fucking merged into Facebook gaming. So, I mean, that's a fuck ton of user accounts. It's a fuck ton of streamer accounts. And they were all given the option. It's like, look, if you want to stay with this platform, you're welcome to stay. If not, if you have a contract with us, you're welcome to break it. But since Ninja was already signed with Mixer, when they shut down, that was his contract. He still got to keep $30 million, which I wish I had $8 million. But yeah, so he gave them the option. So they were in talks about him going back to Twitch, and then the whole Dr. Disrespect thing happened, and he was like, look, like, we're friends. Like, we've played together. We've done y'all's tournaments side by side. He was like, either I want answers, or I'm leaving. And think about the following that Ninja has. You know, Ninja is worth stupid amounts of money.
Yeah.
And
right now, he is not even at his peak of followers and streamers. He actually dropped some when COVID started, but he's not even at his peak. And he was just like, YouTube, here you go. And then Stone Mountain 64 did the same freaking thing.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm still going to post on my Twitch, but I'm focusing more on my YouTube now. Because that's where he started off as, and then Twitch was like, hey, look, I got a big contract if you come to us and exclusively us. And he was like, okay. But now after all this, he's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
And to me, like, I like Dr. Disrespect. I think he's hilarious to watch playing games, but I didn't find him until I watched Stone Mountain 64 and then Ninja. And then I found Dr. Disrespect.
See, I knew about Dr. Disrespect, but I never watched him. Not until recently. Like, I knew of him. I knew of how good he was because I'd watched the big tournaments they did. But that was about it. But he's actually a really good entertainer. Like, he's really good. Like, he knows how to carry the crowd. He engages in the crowd. Like, I mean, he's a hell of an entertainer and streamer.
So what has he done right? Like, since all this stuff?
Nothing.
Nobody
He's
knows.
been quiet.
Like, the only thing anybody's ever heard from him was if on that streamer that was actually him, talking about how he was just made as a scapegoat. But past that, the only word that we've gotten out of him was the day after he got banned. He sent out a tweet saying that that he's still waiting to find out from Twitch why he got banned, and nobody's heard from him since. So, freaking David.
What do you guys think happened?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, dude, there are so many theories out there. You know, the bathroom thing is one. Cheating with his wife is one. Fucking his contract with Twitch is one. Like, there's a ton of, like, literally, I've spent hours just going over, you know, possible theories on why he might have been banned.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that if they use, like, his personal stuff, like him cheating on his wife, because nowadays,
Well,
everybody
technically
in...
speaking, he made it public.
Well, not only that, but...
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's what catches me about that. That was literal years ago. And right after it happened, he did a stream where he came on live crying, and he admitted it to the world and apologized. And if that's the case, why is his wife still with him?
Yeah.
Because after he sent out that tweet, the next day his wife sent out one thanking everybody for like their consideration and their prayers and, you know, their support and everything like that. It's like, you know, why?
Cheating on my wife made more along, but I'm guessing there's something more to it. Yeah.
See, and a lot of people are saying that as well. But, I mean, until we get an official report of some kind.
Oh yeah, that's like us getting official record of Vanessa Gillian's death.
Mhm.
We're never gonna get anything on it.
Like, I've been watching all the news updates from, like, her family's attorney and stuff. And
Yeah.
the one thing that has always come to my mind every time I watch, you know, the new briefings that
Yeah.
their lawyer does is, and the family's lawyer has pointed it out many times, the fact that it was Fort Hood's military base. You would think they have cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Another thing is there were other people in the building that she went to.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't anybody see any of the blood spatter?
Yeah.
Why didn't anybody see the blood trail?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't anybody, like, smell the odor
Yeah.
of
the
them,
blood or anything.
of anything? And then the fact that she told multiple other people besides her family that she was being sexually harassed, that they just looked it over. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's the military, like, yeah, you're serving the country and everything, and you think you're doing right, but
there's
that
a lot
doesn't
of
give you the
fucked up
benefit of the doubt to harass males,
Yeah.
harass women, you know, harass
Yeah.
all these trainees coming in and, you know, just wanting to do something right, and then, but you being higher power gives you the opportunity to
just make it
fuck
disappear,
everything
yeah.
over.
And, you know, going to this, you know, Wolf King said money. And that's actually a really popular theory. And it makes a lot of sense. Because there's a couple of people that, like, play on that. So recently he signed a contract of, like, $32 million for, like, 2 or 3 years. Well, when Mixer shut down, that was their biggest competitor. So now they signed this guy to a shit ton of money. Ninja's not coming back. Fucking, what's his name's not coming back. Like, all these other top streamers are gone from your platform. So, it kind of makes sense. Like, okay, we need to find something to break this guy's contract. Because we're losing a fuck ton of money. So, I mean, it makes sense, but again, like, I don't want to sit here.
What it does is it ends up letting them take smaller amounts to each person instead of one big contract.
But see,
to
that's
keep him from going to another platform.
Yeah, but see, that's the other thing that's curious, because the day it happened, all of his sponsors took down everything that had him. Everything. Fucking Game Fuel, fucking the vinyl figures, fucking everything. But then the next day, they all put it back.
David, coming from us, considering we lived in San Antonio during the Great Lackland Purge, many people probably haven't heard it outside of Lackland because they tried to hush it, but yeah, that was a scandal from hell. Basic training people were allowed to pass as long as they fucked the drill sergeants.
Yeah.
That was how a lot of women got the pass, or a lot of men got the passes. They had to have sex with the drill sergeant, and the drill sergeant would just overlook everything and pass them. I think there was at least 25 people involved in that scandal.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. So, with that, I have personally looked into that. I couldn't find a whole lot. There's been a couple of things like Spotify gaming, but if you go back and you look at those URLs, they've been dead for years. Like, they put them up, they posted some sort of content, and then nobody touched them for like 3-4 years.
Yeah. But I had also heard from watching one of Shroud's streams, trying to say stream and Shroud at the same time. He was talking about how he wanted to come up with his own streaming platform, and with him, Ninja, and Doctor being so fucking close and they're all on the same team, maybe Twitch caught wind of that, and they're like, that's violation of your contract.
But a lot of people that have said that they know what's going on, but they can't speak about it, have said that it's not DCMA related. So, I mean, at this point, it really could be anything. It really could.
I think that's what they just said right now, too.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So Twitch probably canceled Dr. D because they found out he was going elsewhere.
Yeah.
Well, he had originally wanted to go to Mixer.
Yeah.
But when Mixer shut down, he took his contract with Twitch. Because he had a contract offer from Mixer and a contract offer from Twitch. And he was originally going to Mixer, and then Mixer notified him, hey, we're shutting down and merging into Facebook Gaming. He was like, nah, I'm going to stick with Twitch. And I think maybe part of that was because Twitch found out he was doing a feel out for another contract or something else.
It's one of those things, like, we could really speculate for days on shit like this, but until we get a definitive answer, it is what it is.
You're right, Wolf. Dr. D is just, he's so popular, he doesn't need Twitch to pop videos on. Like, hell, he can pop them just on his Facebook page himself. And he would he would bang. And Stone Mountain's the same way. Like, he didn't need Twitch. He actually started off on Facebook and YouTube, and he only went to Twitch because he, in his opinion, is a better interface for live streaming. But he's like, well, I can make YouTube work.
Yeah.
I know this isn't about Dr.
Disrespect.
Yeah, it is genuine. But going back to like the sexual harassment stuff, I had posted a video on Facebook, or shared a video of a cop. I don't know if it was in New York or Brooklyn or whatever. But anyways, a cop was sexually harassing a woman as he had her in handcuffs. Like, he went to pat her down, but instead of doing the normal pat, he literally groped her boobs and felt her up and everything, and she was like, I want a female. Give me a female officer. I don't want you. And, like, as I was reading her story, the fact that, I guess her and her ex-husband split up, and before they did, this officer was stalking her. And then after her and her ex split up, he continued to stalk her. He went by her house and raped her, got her pregnant, told her that he wanted her to move in. She got a DNA test done, and it even wasn't his kid. And he then, basically he beat her, and then he would beat the little girl. He got full custody of the little girl. And as I shared the video with my opinion, Facebook gave me a warning and was like, "This is in violation of our community standards." I was like,
It also shows it as it's not part of their. It failed the independent fact check about the story being true.
Yeah.
And that's because while some of the details in there are correct, the way he got charged with the way he did the body search on her, because he did it inappropriately. But her history showed that one time when she was getting arrested, that she had a knife concealed in her vagina. And when the officer went to go back to his car, he didn't handcuff her because he was just having her out of her vehicle. She reached in and pulled it out after he did the search. So this cop pulled her over, went underneath her boobs, felt everything there, stuck his hand down her pants, felt around in there, which I still think was inappropriate. Should have waited for a female cop, handcuffed her, waited for a female. But at the same time, I understood why he did it with her history given. Try to stab a cop.
Yeah, but still, it's like if you pull up her history, cuff her, put her in the car, wait.
That's what I said. He should have waited. And that's because Mark Zuckerberg is on the side of the media trying to revive this country and run it together. Yeah. Wolf, back to that. Yeah, Ninja on his last stream from Twitch, he had said that he was giving Twitch 7 days to give an answer about Dr. Disrespect, and if he didn't, then he was leaving and going back to YouTube. And that's what he did. So, but anyway,
Yeah.
and then we all know TikTok's getting taken down, right? It's getting banned in America.
What is it?
It is.
Yep.
For why?
Because apparently all of our social media is banned overseas, and through like data miners and such, they've started finding out like all the things that TikTok is actually collecting, and they want to ban it here because it's doing everything from like browser history, keystrokes, fucking phone numbers, all the way down to like what phone you're using, like everything like about your device and who you are.
And if you have saved passwords and shit like that,
Yeah.
it's being shared into the TikTok app.
Huh?
Saved passwords on your phone is being shared to the
Do you
TikTok,
have TikTok?
I used to. I don't have it anymore. I don't really care about that.
Well, I mean,
Like, when it first came out, I got it because I thought it was going to be similar to, like, Vine and stuff.
yeah.
And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to check it out. But then I realized what it was. I was like, oh, fuck no, this is stupid. No.
Yeah.
TikTok is stupid. It's stupid.
So what games do you guys play this week?
Fallout 76.
I was about to say not much. I dabbled in Ark a little bit more. That was really about it. A little bit of Call of Duty, but I haven't played much video games.
Yeah.
I spent more time watching TV
I
and doing a lot of assessment tests for jobs because I am so trying to find a job. It's not working. Bieber one.
Dude, it's good.
And then they have the James Franco one coming on too.
Nice.
And I was like,
They're-
I can't wait to see Seth Rogen roast his ass.
The James Franco one, but the Justin Bieber one, they get him good.
Like, they have James Franco, they have the roasting of Seth Rogen, they have roasting of Snoop Dogg, and then now they're doing roasting of Justin Bieber. Like, it's not, like, all in, like, one episode.
Mhm.
They do, like, each week is a different celebrity. But Seth Rogen and Snoop Dogg are, like, the two main, like, co-hosters
Yeah.
on there. And you have all these other, like, celebrities and talk show hosts, and they come on and then they roast whoever the talk show is about that night. And I was like, he's seen it, and I go, I have to fucking see this. This is gonna be good. This.
Yep. That's not surprising.
What?
But, yeah, like, all week I've just been going through and, like, writing down little facts and questions and stuff like that. I did find it interesting, and you'll be happy for this. The Fable license was renewed. I'm excited for that, and it's not by Lionhead.
Who's it?
Microsoft. Did you ever play Fable?
I did. They had like several, right? Several different.
There were 3 games, and then there was like a mini game one, and then there was one with a Kinect.
I think I had the one on the Xbox.
One,
I think it was on the Xbox.
1 and 2 were on the Xbox, and I think 3 was on the 360.
Yeah.
Did they change the bundle scale on this thing?
But
Probably since we played it last, yeah.
Yeah, it's still my favorite card I own.
nice.
There you go. It's still my favorite card. On Legends.
And you know
I don't think I've gotten like
that.
yeah, because I barely started playing and I got like right into battling Brawling, but that's
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's what he wants for his next tattoo.
That make almost the exact same score.
Nice. Okay, so 360 had Fable 2 as well.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you're white enough to be great on
See?
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Full color.
yeah. I had this one on the Xbox.
Yeah. See, I loved all 3 of them, but I do agree 2 is. I loved 3. I loved 3. I played the shit out of that one. And then League of Legends is making a fighting game for their 10-year anniversary, and it's actually going to be like the cast.
I had a couple, but
What chicken?
I didn't. They just felt like it felt really cold. Something running down my leg. I wiped it. It was blood. I guess I rubbed it up on the table leg or something.
That was your kind of character.
This is gonna be fun when
Yeah.
everyone is getting lagged.
Yeah, yeah, because League of Legends currently has 150 playable characters, so it'll be interesting to see who they put in the cast of the fighting game. But
It looks really cool though.
yeah. So far, yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, see, I don't even know who Brawly is though.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That's why I wanted those movies because like
Yeah.
I had to skip those.
me, Dad. That's all I think.
See,
I see checks like that.
I haven't had the chance to play Valorant yet. I hear a lot of mixed reviews, but most of them being bad. But the company, it is still Riot Games doing the fighting game, but they just acquired another company, and their actual like
That's Super
that
Saiyan.
like that company's
Yeah,
team
yeah.
is the one that's doing like all the animations and programming and everything. The only thing that they're taking from like Core Riot are the 3D models, but it will be a 2D like side by side fighting game. At least that's how it looks so far. They might change it. It could be a 3D fighter.
What is that going to be on?
They haven't said yet.
No.
So I mean, like we don't even have a release date. So we have no, like, other than just like maybe 10, 12 seconds worth of footage so far. That's about all we have.
Didn't they say Cyberpunk was delayed till November again?
Yeah, but that's okay. And I looked into that too. So I was super stoked because Cyberpunk 2077 was supposed to come out the day after my birthday, and then it got delayed until November 8th. And they were saying that yes, the game is done, but they're actually running it through a whole bunch of testers to get any bugs, any broken code, like anything that might be wrong. Like they want this just ready to go out of the box.
Want something to still be wrong with it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We had this talk with Mike yesterday. Am I still excited? Absolutely. Like I'm so ready for this game. I've been ready since this game was announced.
13 years ago.
9 years ago.
9 years ago?
9 years ago. This game was announced originally 9 years ago. Like, what the fuck?
After a decade, you just start losing interest in it.
They released a new Kingdom Hearts game.
It's all good, Wolf. Get some sleep. Yeah, I kind of figured you usually sleep by the time you stream.
Yeah.
That's been one of the talks that we've been discussing too.
Yeah.
Maybe starting
Yeah,
a
earlier.
little earlier.
But
as early as we can.
yeah, but Wolf, thank you for coming by, brother. Have a good night. Get some rest.
And no amount of QA will fix every issue. A lot of it doesn't get discovered until you do a specific thing at a specific time with a specific way in a game, and then it glitches you out or something.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
I
told you this yesterday. I think the whole reason they cast Keanu in it was
to rebuild the hype.
rebuild the hype to it. And I got hyped when I saw it. And then now they keep pushing everything around, like, whatever.
Yeah.
All I feel like it's going to be is like the way EA did the original Battlefront. Is they hyped it up, they pulled it back, hyped it back up, pulled it back, hyped it back up. And then it came out, and you were just like,
See, part of me wants to think that, but there's been a lot of a lot of streamers that have played like an hour's worth because they were allowed to, and they've all said that there's so much that you can do that it's almost too much. Like even just creating your
you can
custom
customize your character's pubic hair.
Yeah,
Pubic
that's
hair.
okay.
Think about that. You can customize your character's pubic hair. You want a
Always
landing
wanted to
strip?
customize
You
it.
get a landing
What?
strip.
But
Just to wax it up.
yeah, but it's one of those things where. Like, I want the game to be good, and with all the reviews that have come out, like, even some of my favorite YouTubers that have gotten to play it have said that, like, there's just so much to this game. Like, you can literally sit there for, like, 2 to 3 hours just designing your character. Because you can do
Is
everything.
it like Sims?
No.
What is it?
The best way to describe it, that I've heard it described, is if you took the editor from like Soul Calibur 6, Skyrim, and like Fallout, and you merge them all together, that's about half of it. And it's like, that's a lot. Because like in Fallout, like you can customize people have made like actors and actresses, they've made presidents, they've made other streamers. Like you can do anything to a character's face in Fallout. Because I mean, you can alter like the actual bone structure of their face. So it's like if that's only half of it, like that is massive. But you can do like cybernetics, you can do implants, you can do skin tags and changes and just all kinds of crazy shit.
And again, if you want a landing strip, you can add a landing strip to your dick. It's stupid. You don't even need that much customization. Sometimes there's a point where it's just too much.
I mean,
height, weight, hairstyle, eyebrows, a
No,
little bit of
see-
bone structure here and there, nose height, nose length.
see, I like a good character editor, and I think that that a cyberpunk game needs an extensive one, but there is a difference between extensive and excessive.
And they're getting pretty close to the excessive line.
Yeah. And then, like, I was watching gameplay on it last night, like actual gameplay, and it looks so fucking awesome. Like, there was one part where this guy is he's posted against a wall, and on his right, on the around the corner, there's an enemy, and the guy hacks into the enemy and basically overheats his circuit boards and catches him on fire before he actually comes around the corner and fires on him. And it's like that just. It just blows my mind.
So it's kind of like GTA, right? Something like that.
Did you ever watch Blade Runner?
Yes.
You did?
Type 4 Dr. Joe and all Blade Runner.
Yeah. So it's kind of the equivalent of like GTA meets Blade Runner meets Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting, like kind of futuristic type of vibe, right?
Don't get me wrong. All the
Yeah.
reviews, some of the gameplay I've watched, the features, stuff like that, it makes it sound interesting. Again, there's the customization, which for the most part, I'm just going to hit preset, change hair color, done. Because to me, does my character look decent? Sure, cool.
I wonder if it's...
I don't really care because I'm not playing the game and my character look fantastic.
They haven't said it. Yeah.
I mean, you can't
Yeah.
tell by my Mark character. He's a giant,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
charcoal black guy
Yeah. Deus Ex on steroids.
with a giant Albert Einstein afro and a long ass facial hair. But he's like 8 feet tall.
But I did write down some interesting questions. So I guess we'll jump into those. And guys, for those of y'all that are watching, please feel free to throw your answer in there. So, going back to the whole Fallout thing, getting a TV show, what video game would you like to see as a show?
Honestly, if we're including like the new.
No, we're talking about like the encompass of a game, like whatever game you choose, story, DLC, fucking
That's what
whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. Like, if you put like the new stuff that they're gonna put, like they're putting out now for it, that's like the
See,
from
I'd
the
be interested in that.
storyline.
I would be interested in that.
From like the storyline where you have to go
We're talking shit behind you back.
go and like
That was my thought process with Destiny right now.
we have to go.
Like, that game is literally staying on my hard drive just for the day when she's like, hey, I need help with this. Okay. Alright, fine. That's literally the only reason I keep Destiny on my hard drive, is so that way if she gets stuck, I'll jump in, help her, and then leave. I don't play it. After the whole, like, you have to have the season pass to continue the game, I was like, I don't care, this game's
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay, but which 40K scenario? Like,
Oh,
are we running like Inquisitor? Are we running like the Grey Knights? Are you running like?
I'd like to see Ace Combat done as a TV show.
Really?
I think that would be a badass storyline.
I don't think so. It's just a bunch of airplanes going in.
You mean like Top Gun?
No, fuck Top Gun.
That's motherfucker. That's pretty much what it
With
is.
your favorite actors of all time in there. Everyone loves a good Val
Oh,
Kilmer.
you know what would make it like fucking hilarious, and I would
Top
actually
Gun
watch
is a
it.
fucking movie, and all it's about is testosterone-based assholes.
Pretty much.
The only reason why I said Destiny because like I could see
Guard.
what the fuck is his name? He,
Ooh, that. Oh yeah.
I know this Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Like I could see Ryan Reynolds be like the main character in Destiny, trying to go through the story mode, but having to fight.
In that.
Okay. See, I could see him as the main character.
Not well, not
I
like
could
the
see
main.
him. No.
I could definitely see him as fuck. What is his name?
Zavala.
No. Fuck no. Cade.
Cade.
I could totally see him as
Yeah.
Cade.
It was that or Ward Fuck Off Boy.
Board Shacks.
Or it shacks up with the.
Oh no, I couldn't see him as Lord Shacks.
It's crazy. There's already like a few shows out there. I mean, they're mostly kids shows.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like we're talking like
Definitely Boulder's Gate. I could see that being
like a good like adult themed oriented
a
show.
hell of an adult themed show.
I don't know if they've
That
already.
whole story in that
Yeah.
game.
I don't know if they already have one, but like all of the new DLCs with it now, Monster Hunter.
They're doing a movie on that. I am not interested in that whatsoever.
See, okay. I'm gonna watch it. I know I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to watch it. I'm
Am I
going
gonna
to
hate it?
it.
Probably.
I mean, I hated every Resident Evil movie they came out
See,
with.
okay, yeah. See, that's the thing. It has Mila Jovovich as the main character, and it's like, okay, she bombed Resident Evil. Why is she a good first choice in this? And apparently,
I would choose Kate Beckinsale.
whatever.
If I heard it was
Apparently,
a female character, I would choose
apparently
Kate
the
Beckinsale.
story is that the movie starts in modern day, and then on a flight, they hit a time portal, and they wind up in Monster Hunter World. And at some point, the portal opens back up and brings Monster Hunter World to us.
Now, see, I'd be okay with it coming to us.
What the fuck?
That has nothing to do with the game. Here's Resident Evil all over
Now,
again.
now,
That's
if,
what I'm saying.
now, if I go through and I'm fighting a Tyrex and I get hit by like a city bus,
You know what would be
okay,
funny?
that concerns me.
You know what would be funny? Like the fact that John's actually thinking about this, and like if he was in the movie and if like the Monster Hunter World was brought to him, and all he sees is that fucking lightning unicorn horse.
I'd run. I would pee myself
fucking God.
and run.
Like,
I'd be like, ha ha, I see, no. Nope, I'm out.
But then again, there's always that one person who would probably try to hop on the pony.
Right?
And
Yeah.
ride the pony.
That has to be there like,
My little pony!
I've got a great idea.
it's like, where's my tequila?
Yeah.
Patron. Alright, I'm gonna ride this bitch. Let's add this end to that. Alright, you and me, we gotta take this bitch down.
Like the fuck we are. You see that? And breathe fire?
He's gonna grab John.
You're gonna be running from the end that, and Great Tragus is gonna run out in front of you, and you'll be like, I've seen this part of the game.
Yeah.
Roll to the side and let the edge
Yeah.
go at him.
Yeah.
And then out of the corner of your eye, just out of the tiniest corner, tiny, you're gonna see Devil Joe walking through.
Nope.
I can imagine
Nope.
you two being in
If
the...
I see Devil Joe, I'm just like,
Not enough tequila in the world to make you think that was a good idea.
Like-
no.
I
It'll
can,
make me look at my gun and go, this looks like a really good idea.
Yeah.
I can imagine, honestly, if like they were to ask you two to be in the movie.
Oh, hands down.
How-
Hands down.
but-
I'd get on set and I'd go straight for Jonovich's trailer and be like, you fucked up some good movies.
But the
Don't
fact
fuck
that,
this up.
but the fact that if they were to put you in like a 45-minute scene with like you having to like use the unicorn, like
Oh, use the unicorn? Oh, nigga, I'd run in there like Deadpool on a fucking sparkle unicorn. I'd fuck some shit up.
and then
Oh God, why can't I remember the unicorn's name now?
I want to say Ixion, but I know that's not
No.
it. I know that's not it.
No, that's what Final Fantasy.
Yes.
Oh, why can't I remember the
But then,
unicorn's
what
name?
about that one that y'all fought in the desert? That, like, when it hit the ground, like the sand tornadoes came up, and at the end, that one came in and bit its neck and finally killed it.
Kieran.
Kieran, yes, Kieran. Thank you. For the life of me. Oh, you're talking about fucking Nergigante. Dude, imagine walking across Nergigante there.
Oh,
Like
no.
you
Oh,
just
no,
have,
you're
like,
walking
you just
down,
have
like-
your unicorn, and then like you come up to that
Oh
one.
no, I'm leaving. Kieran can't even handle Nergigante. That's out. That's not even a fight. You
You know what I
literally
would like to
carve that bitch's bones out of its body and it just pops up out of dirt.
Do you know what I would like to see?
What?
Nergi versus Rajan. That would be amazing.
I always thought Nergi versus I have it in my head. I know what he looks like.
That doesn't help the class.
Bighorn dude. There's a black version and then the tan version of the man.
Diablo?
Huh? Yeah. Diablos.
How?
It just went whoop. bother. What? You fucking see Nergigante and Diablo's like walking right
Oh no,
running towards each other?
No, I think Nergigante would just wreck Diablos all
And then
fucking
all of a
day.
sudden, Savage Devil Joe just pops his head up. Hi. No, I think the one I would fear the most though is Cherish Balda.
Oh no, the one
That
that I would.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hell no.
What about one? What about that? Not the newer ones, not the monkey, but like the other bigger dragon that was the fire, ice, tornado,
Oh
and
shit.
Oh, you're talking about Teostra.
No.
no, these are new.
Yeah, one of the newer dragons, he controls every
Everything.
element.
Oh,
And he can
Aghanim
flip
Dustin,
like
yeah.
that. And he looks scary. He looks very scary.
Like
Well,
when
well, I mean, if we're making the Monster Hunter World canon, you're just running a streak of the human that just pops up.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
like when
That's not okay. That's not okay.
And there's one talk at the new free update that's coming out that they're going to be adding more Final Fantasy characters.
See, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
What's that
What's it
mummy one? Because he's one of the next ones that's coming out.
The mummy one.
The one that,
Are you talking about Aeon?
yeah, Aeon.
Fuck that! Fuck all of that!
He's one of the next ones to be released.
No!
If we're making that canon, he's just going to pop his head up. What's up?
No! I need an adult.
was it this one
What are we talking about?
or
Monster Hunter. Now that is a...
or was it this big bitch?
No, that's Nergigante.
I would be... Okay, so if you had to pick... This is going to bring me to a really good question. One of the worst games to... If it ever became true, which one? Like, if it ever just merged to our
That
world.
big bitch.
That big bitch.
Eh. Oh, that's Gold Rathalos.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the Gold Rathian. He controls all the elements.
Okay, then it's not that one. It's a new one.
Yeah,
Because she watched the trailer with me.
And
Yeah.
when he
Gold,
looked at it,
that one that you were just looking at is Gold Rathian. He's the one that he controls electricity, fire, and ice. He is basically harder than Kieran. And he can hit you even without seeing you.
Let me see.
why do I feel like it was this one?
See, I can understand what it might be. Yeah, that's Alatron. He's the one you're talking about.
Okay,
Alatron.
But anyways, that bitch right
Yeah.
there, he's
so a game that would be...
Hayden said Warhammer, but from my
That would be
understanding
scary.
of it would, but from my understanding of lore of Warhammer, it's only scary if you're like really involved in the combat area.
No! All of that world is scary. Yeah. Yeah, we would. Well, I don't know. Some of us might make it into the Marines, but that is just a terrifying thought. So he posed a question like, what would be like just the worst situation if a game came to reality?
That's what I was trying to think. I was. What game were you guys talking about?
Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
It would be bad, but
I could just I feel like there would be one person in the movie to like be like that Chinese dude in Godzilla that he just screams Godzilla out of nowhere in the middle of the movie. But I feel like they would probably get the same dude, but he would just be screaming Nergigante,
Yeah, right?
just like out of nowhere, and like it's fixing to get serious, and then you just see that dude, and then you're like, I can't ever take this
Right.
guy serious.
Let's see.
I'm like thinking of all these games, but I'm like,
None of them really sound.
like it just really depends, because like
Honestly,
Doom would be.
yeah, Doom would be
suck.
fucked up.
Like Resident Evil would suck.
Oh, but Resident Evil is manageable.
Yeah.
7 Days to Die.
Oh, fuck that game. Fuck all
I
of it.
love that game. That game is so fun though. It's
Or Evil
it's a
Within.
survival game
Yeah.
That would be fucked up.
where you're basically thrown out in the wilderness and you have to craft weapons and armor and
Kind of like Naked and Afraid.
No, but then I think about it, it's like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But
but 7 Days to Die is like you you basically, it's a survival game where you have nothing, and you have zombies attacking you at all times. So your job is to build weapons, armor, and survive.
It's kind of like Minecraft.
Sure.
Not
But you understand the survival base.
I honestly,
I would say it's like Conan or Art, but you probably don't know those games very well either. So, because it is like Conan and Art, just with zombies.
honestly, I'd probably have to say Fallout.
Well, yeah, because we went through a nuclear war.
See,
That's
and-
already
See,
terrifying.
and it's not even the
That's more of a reality than.
and it's not even the nuclear like explosions that would make it scary. The scary part would be the mutations. Like I've had to kill ticks as big as this table. That's not okay. You know, I would have to say that. But segue from that, one of the other questions that I wanted to ask is, what game did you really, really want to play and enjoy, but you turned out that it was just garbage?
That would be my Battlefront.
Battlefront 1.
Battlefront 1. Battlefront 2 I have fucking thoroughly enjoyed.
After I had to fucking talk you into it.
Yes, because I wanted nothing to do with that franchise anymore after the first one. That's how bad the first
Yeah.
one was. I didn't even want to give the second one a try.
I would probably have to say the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Like I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like
It
was
was
just,
so unbalanced.
It was
It was
one of
so
those games that
unbalanced.
it was so talked upon.
Yeah.
But when you played it, it was just like it sucks. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do with it.
You're
Yeah.
right. The original Modern Warfare was absolutely unbalanced.
Yeah.
Once you unlocked the FAMAS, nobody stood a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
gun's stats were all the way over.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
Eternal Crusade. What about you?
I think you asked something along the lines last week with that question, and
No, because last week we did,
Stupid flaws.
yeah, Dumbest Laws.
was that
And that literally took up the entire
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
it's because like I thought I had mentioned I'm blanking out right now. The Jet Set Radio on the Xbox 360. That one.
Oh, Jet Set Radio Future?
No, it wasn't. It was
Because
the one
Grind was the original one. Future was the second one.
yeah.
Because this one came out on the 360.
Yeah, that's Jet Set Radio Future.
No.
I hate that.
Like I said, my
No, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Battlefront just... I had so much hype for that game. Got
Everybody
it
did.
day one,
Everybody did.
and then immediately took it back within 2 days.
I think Grind was on the Xbox 360. I think that's the version that they brought to the Xbox 360. The future one, that one was good.
And I used that money to buy another game I was almost equally disappointed in, but it still stood above Battlefront because it wasn't a promised good game. So,
Let's see. Okay, so Jet Set Radio Future was the one on the original Xbox. So yeah, Grind was the one on the 360. I was incorrect.
you were backwards.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
future
'cause
one, like
the
if you-
first one was fucking amazing.
Yeah, and then
The second one was like, I think it was a different developer though. But either way, it was fucking garbo.
It was like Fable 2. Made me go for that.
Yeah.
like the amount of characters that they had on the first one. was-
Just everything. I mean, everything from the soundtrack to the gameplay to the characters. Like, the first one was awesome. Not so much for the second one. Alright. So then there's this one. Is there a fighting game character that you absolutely loved, but you were like you just couldn't win with?
Baraka.
Really?
Yeah, he was a really cool character, but he just wasn't.
You just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he was a basic character.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You like you guys. I'll kind of give a pass because I don't play a lot of fighting games.
I was gonna say Team Gohan and Dragon Ball Eiji, the whole series. It's a fighting game, right?
Yeah,
But
Okay.
he was
It's
absolutely,
so much better.
he was absolutely unplayable.
Yeah.
Team Gohan and SS2 was just completely unplayable in that game series.
Yeah.
He
You
said-
had to have a teammate in order to use his finishing move, and it
Yeah.
had to be Goku as the teammate, or you couldn't use it.
He said that, and my brain went, and then the baby went, and I was like, ah, I can't win here.
Can you grab the chicken biscuits on your way out, please?
I was just gonna use the front bathroom.
Why are you walking that way then?
Well, now I want
You fucked her up.
So yeah.
Ooh, can my Twinkie, please? Before the cat
So-
eats it. If she ate it, I'm killing the cat.
So then we'll jump to the next one. Has there ever been a video game mechanic that you can apply to real life, or that you have applied to real life?
You gotta give me an example.
Like, like Fable. You know, if you do bad things, then eventually that puts you in a bad light, which paints you as a bad guy, and it's just super hard to redeem yourself.
A good video game mechanic I learned to apply to real life was patience. That's actually a decent mechanic in most puzzles
Yeah.
in video games.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead of rushing headlong into something, be patient and see how it plays the pattern and work it out that way. Plus, kids push the patience.
Yeah.
I think looking for patterns.
Yeah. That'll help you too.
Okay. Good enough.
But racing games also help you a lot too.
You know what? I'm gonna have to challenge that one because the driving is fucking garbage. Absolute garbage.
But have I wrecked one car
That's
my
not
entire
the
life?
point.
Have
That's
I
not-
caused other people to wreck? Yes, but that's their fault. They weren't paying attention enough.
No.
If I cause you to wreck, you're just not paying attention. That's all that matters.
How did no? That's not how that works.
Thank you.
No.
How did you cause them to wreck when it's not your fault?
Because they were going too slow, so I went past them, and they weren't paying attention, almost rear ended me, dodged me, and hit a pole instead.
Just speaking of
How slow
wrecks,
is too slow?
Doing 55 and an 80.
since we're talking about wrecks and stuff, like before we moved up here, we went to San Antonio with Hayden one weekend, and we were leaving San Antonio to go back to Kerrville, and we were on the highway, and this dude, he was behind us, and so we got into the far left lane to pass everybody. This dude, I don't know what was his deal.
Crushed it.
But he got up on our ass, and then he swerved around us, slammed on his brakes in the middle of I-10, opened his door, got out the door, flipped us off, got back in the car, said, fuck you, and then he drove off. And I was like, okay, first of all, what the fuck?
It's
Second,
like, I don't know if I should be mad or impressed.
yeah, like in that situation, Hayden was like, I don't know what to do here.
No,
Like,
none of us knew what happened. I'm just sitting here staring. I'm like, what did we do?
we got in the fast lane.
Like,
To pass
literally, I got
everybody.
2 lanes over. After being behind you, I got 2 lanes over past you, and then you roared up on my ass, flew by, cut me off, and slammed on your brakes. To a dead stop in the middle of, no, it wasn't I-10. It was 151 right before it merges into 1604.
Oh shit.
In the middle of 5 o'clock traffic. And he just dead stops in the middle of the highway, and all I'm looking up at River Beer is like, oh my god, there's a bunch of cars coming at me.
So, a video game mechanic that you can actually apply to real life.
Like what?
Dude, we have to get a sound effect when he comes in here and sits down after being on for the show, where it says, no damn he has entered the fight. No damn he has
Yes.
joined the game.
Yes, I need to work on that.
Like what?
Well, like my example was Fable. Like, if you do bad things, that paints you as a bad guy in the eyes of all the NPCs. And it's, like, super hard to redeem yourself.
Best crafter on the planet. Arguably.
Arguably. But no, I'm joking.
My cat don't like it, and she likes everything else I eat. She doesn't like these, so I'm gonna buy these more. She leaves me alone.
They said patience.
Well, I should pay her.
And I said looking What was it?
Huh?
I'm
Yeah,
so
that makes
stumped
sense.
on the
Batteries.
question.
What
I
video
don't
game
know.
trait did you apply to your real life? Like me, mine was patience or patterns. And believe it or not, without video games, I'd be a very, very more impatient person than I already am.
That is a terrifying
I
thought.
don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can take anything from the games. But like, yeah, well, usually I yell out something epic before I spin kick somebody, but that's
Yeah,
about
well,
it.
What
you
about
know.
Panda Man? Skyrim's sleeping in the Panda.
Yeah, yeah, I'll give you that one.
What else is going on?
Just a different game.
So, what about those tattoos? Or you just have a couple more questions?
I only have one more.
One more?
But yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Did you bring notes?
Question. Yeah, we prepared for this one this time.
Motherfucker, you didn't do it. Shit.
Well, he's a strong word.
Right?
That's
Well, I mean,
like
I had a few topics planned out, but he already covered them.
that's like
He had the same topics I did. The whole streaming service problems, social media's problems.
So
Gosh, just listed my name, intro. He covered it.
Right. So the last one, I saw another YouTuber that I follow a lot go into, but he went into much more detail. So we're just going to do like game genres, like fighting, shooting, RPG. What would they be as food?
well, we all know Dragon Ball would be fucking boring.
No. Like
Genre.
fighting games. Like
Oh.
what would fighting games be? What would RPGs be? What would shooter games be?
I feel like shooter games would be like a hot sauce.
Right, like Hot Wheels.
Really?
Yeah, either that or the shooters. I like it.
I feel like hot sauces because they have a kick to it. Sort of like,
Well,
Say-
that
I was
and
saying
for
fighting,
like
maybe
shooter
hot
games.
sauce.
Well, that for like shooter games, there's certain hot sauces that they're not really hot at first, but they sneak up on you like snipers. Like you can't hear them, but when they finally get you, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
See, I would consider fighting games like a
Shooters,
buffet.
salt.
Fighting games have a fuck ton of shit in it. Some of it you like, some of it you don't
I
like.
was gonna say RPGs.
Yeah,
should be like
that's what I
that.
would think. An RPG.
So I mean, to this day, I played so much Skyrim, I still don't think I ever finished every
See,
single
I think RPGs would be like sushi.
Yeah.
The really good ones are really good, but it's really easy to fuck them up.
That is true too.
What would be a salad in your opinion?
A salad, Minecraft.
Minecraft?
Because it's enough to fulfill like that craving at the time. But it's not something you can play all the time.
Hey, shooters equal salt. No. Yeah, but see, I was gonna say Minecraft salad, but that's because I was thinking
Well,
it starts
okay.
off
It's
as
like
a
a pothead
basic.
Okay,
question, though, right?
as a salad, I would have to say builder games in general.
Yeah. But you can also they start off as just plain, and then you can keep adding shit to it.
Yeah, because it's like There's-
Minecraft, Legos.
because it's like there's a lot you
Or
can
Legos
do.
is different, though. Legos aren't just...
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
a-
but it's sort of like Minecraft because like when you're playing a Legos video game, like you start basic like Minecraft, and then to continue whatever you're doing,
See,
you
I can
build
kind of say
up.
because it's like the different Lego games would be like different types of salad, like Caesar
Yeah.
salad, chef salad, whatever. We're taking this way further than we should, but I
You
digress.
need more salads than I thought you would, though.
I know salads. I don't eat them, but I know about them.
I hate the stuff that eats the salad.
I hear rumors and legend.
My food eats
Yeah.
The stuff I eat eats the salad.
So, let's see. Yeah. And we've been off for about an hour, so we can go ahead and do this. So I found 10 amazing tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to put them up here.
You're against that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's get some thoughts.
for your viewing pleasure,
Tattoo numero uno.
Oh, wow.
Now, when I first seen this, I thought she had misspelled diarrhea. But I had to double check. But no, it's spelled correctly. Placing.
My question is why? Like,
Is this to remind everybody?
like what? Don't get too close. Like,
Is it
I
that
do-
explosive?
like I do laundry a lot. Like, what is the reminder here?
I'm all still looking at the proportions. I'm like, it's
To let
all
the
off,
guy-
too.
I guess to let the guy know that it's got you bent over, I've got diarrhea.
Probably
That's
Explosive diarrhea.
right.
I know, what if you fucking pissed off the tattoo artist or something?
It's totally possible. Tattoo artists are like cooks. You don't fuck with a cook.
No.
So, that was